All right, welcome back. It's Hop Smell Show. It's Hop.
The string?
Got an interest right that time. I got it all screwed up last time.
That's all right.
But anyway, we're gonna. I had an idea for a show. I've got all these cassettes laying down here that I'm selling. That I figured I'd pick out 5 of them, and me and Stringer talk about each 5. Each one talk about what we remember about them when they come out and how powerful they were on our music journey and whatnot.
And I got 5 too, but my 5 are technically new purchases, sorta, kinda. One of them is a brand new purchase album that just released not too long ago, but the rest of them are older stuff that I just recently bought.
All right, so how you want to do this? Do you want to? You want me to just give you one? Then you.
Well, you just hold it up, and then we'll just talk about it. We'll
All right, so
tell what it is there.
First one, Almighty, No Rest for the Wicked.
Damn good.
Yep. Actually,
it still has all the print on it.
Yeah, still has all the print.
Those didn't those, or no, it was the clear ones.
Clear ones
with the white print.
And Justice for All, especially.
Yeah.
But anyway, God, what I remember about this album, I remember Zach.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That was like a game changer when I found out.
Absolutely.
You got this guy that wore bell bottoms. Remember he wore bell bottoms just like Randy Rhoads.
Yep.
And was skinny and just ripped on guitar.
There, some people don't actually.
You don't remember
know what a cassette looks like.
Yep.
And you had to have really good eyes to read the. Nowadays, yeah, I need my glasses. Yeah, this was a damn one of my favorite Ozzy albums.
Yeah, it's probably.
I think we've talked about this many
favorite.
times. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Crazy Babies, Demon Alcohol, Miracle Man. I mean, how could you not forget that?
You remember the video? Yeah. Thawing Pigs.
And he had the what was the preacher?
Jerry. Damn, it's right on the tip of my tongue.
Yeah. Yeah. We know what it is. He was a preacher.
Jimmy
Swaggart. No,
not Swaggart. I don't think.
Wasn't Jimmy Stewart? That's
Jimmy
a whole different.
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever.
You can leave that comment section.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get old. You can't remember shit. Yeah. Devil's Daughter, and that was wasn't that Amy? Is that her name?
I think you're right. I mean, I'm not 100% sure.
I'm pretty sure. I think
the CD has 3. You can actually see 3 of them.
And that was Jack was the other one, wasn't it?
I think they were all girls.
Oh, it might be.
But yeah, I didn't notice you can only see one on the cassette cover.
Yeah. Huh.
And you remember because there's that's the one that's screaming, right?
Or is it a different art?
No, I think it's the same art. It's just a bigger picture.
Okay. Or there's another. She might be over here because.
And there's one up here at the top, or over here.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Seems like I remember one of them. Maybe not her, but maybe it was one of the other ones on there.
Was there any artwork on the inside the head?
It was, but it was just
just separate.
Of the bands. But maybe one of the girls then on the cover was one of the daughter, either Amy.
Gosh, look at Zach.
Sure it was Amy. Yeah, he's
crazy. Yeah, man, when this come out, I was pretty stoked about it. I think I love it just much, probably more today than I did then.
Oh yeah,
and I really liked it then.
That's one of them albums that just get old. Yeah, that's damn good.
And all these albums, y'all leave in the comments section. Which one was your favorite, or how much the albums impacted you? And
all right, well here's my purchase that I got at antique shopping with my wife. We went to Virginia Beach and went to a concert, and so we hit a antique shop, and I think I only paid like $3 for that.
There you go. That's a good CD. Snake. Good set. I said CD.
Yep. Slip of the tongue.
Old Steve Vai. Yeah, Dave Coverdale's kind of like Ozzy. I mean, you talked about that, man. He's got stout players.
Yep. Yeah, that's hand in hand with musicians.
Yes, got Fool for Your Loving, which I didn't know till here recently that's an old Whitesnake song. Like in the that was like the early late 70s, I think. Yeah. But it's engineered by Mike Klink. Pretty sure Mike Klink's the one that had his hands involved with Appetite.
I think I remember hearing.
What else did they have?
Associated with it.
The Deeper the Love. That was the other one. And a lot of people like Judgment Day. A lot of people talk about that song too. Yeah, that's a hell of a fine. I'd had trouble leaving that lay too.
Oh yeah, for like I said, I don't remember. It was less than $5, and I'm like, yeah, for what album or cassettes go for anymore? These I hated these. These had the perfor, or maybe it's not perforated. No, but it was like, yeah, it is. It's like real small perf.
Eventually,
and they would tear off like crazy. Yeah, this was probably not one of my favorite White Snake albums, but it had some good stuff on there. Kitten's Got Claws. That's a good one. Yeah, The Deeper the Love. That was like pretty good. Yeah, like I said, I'm not letting that sit behind for.
That's a pretty stout lineup too. I think it's like Steve Vai, Adrian Vandenberg. I mean, Rudy Sarzo, Tommy Aldridge. I mean, that's stout.
Yeah.
I mean, it don't get more all-star than that.
Yeah, that's a pretty good find, I thought.
All right, so next one I picked out.
Oh, wait a minute, here I got the receipt for it. Oh no, it ain't. That's for the other. That's for the albums.
All right, this one's one of the greatest bands ever.
Yeah,
Cinderella Night Songs. What I guess leave down in the comments section. I didn't really thought much about it. Do you think their name hurt them?
I think to a point, yes. I think during that initial era when they came out and called themselves that, with the style that they were, I think it didn't hurt them then as it did like later when the grunge movement was kind of switching in and all the hair bands were kind of getting pushed out. And then I think a lot of people just associated a name with, like Barbie or something, like that.
I mean, because I can't imagine it being anything else, after all these years later. But
yeah, for us, I mean, coming in and knowing, but I've thought about that over time too. Just like, I wonder how much that actually hurt the band.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you got Night Songs. I mean, a hell of a great song. Nobody's Full. Somebody Save Me. I mean, those were all the big ones. The Push.
That whole album,
yeah. I mean, it's
solid.
Like there's no bad song on here.
And I remember getting that, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is freaking awesome!" Because it was like, it was unreal how good it was.
I wonder if that was the original, because like I don't remember seeing a whole lot of brown.
Yeah, I think that might have. I don't know. I mean, I don't know for sure.
I mean, these things got broken all the time, so you switch out with something that sucked. You'd switch out the cases just so you had something that.
The clear ones were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
That's when it got cool. But,
all right. Well, let's move on to.
What's the chances?
Definitely was not leaving this sit behind. And again, like.
And a clear case in there.
$3 or $4, and a clear case. But yeah, like. This is definitely not getting left behind at that price. I mean, and look right there.
Yep.
The
home video.
The home video's on there too. Yeah, this is classic album too. I mean,
they were when you look back now on it, man, they put out 4 really good albums, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, when Heartbreak Station's your weakest album,
and it's not a weak album. I mean, a lot of people probably would say that.
Yeah.
Out of
the 4.
Out of the 4, yeah.
And man, getting to see them live,
mm-hmm.
Back together when Jeff was still alive, when they were together, gosh, it was like magic on stage. I mean, it was just all out there. If you didn't have a good time, it was your own fault.
Yeah, like
at their shows.
I mean, this album's like stacked too. I mean,
oh yeah.
I mean, I love Long Cold Winter. And then when he plays it live now,
Yeah, that's
so
when
much.
it's really
It's
cool.
so much more bluesy as it ever has been. But yeah.
Well, Tom, I mean, God, seeing him now live, he just puts he leaves it all up there on the stage.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
yeah, he comes off, and you would think he has to lose like 10 pounds just sweating on stage. I
Yeah,
mean, because he comes, he's just drenched every show I've ever seen him do. He's always sweating like crazy. But
well, you remember he had he passed out on stage or something, I think, and everybody was wondering what it was. It ended up being dehydration.
I can
He
see
just
it.
got dehydrated, which because he still wears leather, and he's still, he's still got all that heavy clothes on that stage.
Yep, because he'll wear them trench coat things, and
and he don't just stand there.
Yeah, he's moving around, and he's playing his heart out.
Yeah, and he's got a good bunch of musicians too. All right, so I'm going to the next one. At one time, this was the biggest band in the world. That's hard to believe.
Yeah,
and that's our music was getting ready to take its last hoorah.
Yeah,
during this era, but
I still got my GNR Lies T-shirt.
Yeah, I remember you wore it. I think it's been on some videos. Yeah,
probably still fits. Probably a little bit tighter around the belly now, but I think I could probably still get it on.
They're produced and engineered by Mike Clink.
There you go.
I thought he was tied in with Guns N' Roses. Yeah.
Yeah, that's.
What do you think of when you see that album?
Oh, this goes straight. This takes me straight back to walking around the mall, going into stores, seeing the chick inside of here with the black bar across her boobs. Yeah, I mean, this is one of them Randy moments. It takes you back. It makes you remember stuff that.
Yeah, you wouldn't
almost like where you were. I remember actually going in. I bought that shirt in the mall, and it was white, and it's still white. It's a little bit more yellowed now than what it used to be, but yeah, it's. I mean, there's a lot of good shit on this.
Oh yeah, that thing for what it was, man. It definitely worked for them. I mean, it kind of eased everybody for a little bit. Before the Illusion albums come out, and I remember when that come out, how big they were. They were huge. Like
this was a good follow up. I mean, where they were, and they didn't really lose out anything.
No,
everything's
balls to the wall. Done. I mean, it was such a big video because videos were huge back then. And that was a big video for them.
I mean, 8 tracks here? Not a dud on there.
Yeah, I agree.
Very, very cool. All right. So I'll do this one first, because this one probably won't know a whole lot about it. And I still got to listen to the rest of this one. I have listened to a couple songs.
Is that the one that just come out?
Yeah, this is the new Ghost album.
I've heard something on it. They
released
Underground.
Satanized. They released that track. I want to say maybe another track. I can't remember which one it was.
I don't remember what song I've heard. I've heard it on 97 Underground. They play it. So whatever, one track off of that.
It doesn't say record store day, but it says it's the indie record store exclusive on Violet Vinyl and collectible Papa 5 overlay. So pretty cool. I haven't opened it yet. Well, it's like trippy with the light shining around there.
Yeah, we got all kinds of reflection. Might make somebody wreck their car.
Yeah.
So it don't say.
It's got the tracks there, but Scaletta, I guess is how you say the title.
Yeah, I don't know what none of them songs.
I know Satanized was one of the first tracks released, and if it wasn't the first one, it was the second one. But it seems like I'm pretty sure they released 2 tracks.
That's some pretty cool artwork.
Why is that thing changing colors? But it's that light up there. I was like, that's kind of fucked up.
But it's like, that's kind of cool because that looks like Papa's head, and then he's got him here and there, and then you got this up. Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
And it looks cool in that like chrome, and then it's got like the
like the pictures, like they look like oil paintings or something.
Pretty cool artwork.
Yeah, definitely is that.
Yeah, I got this at that record shop up there. It's like they got video games and records and CDs and all kinds of stuff up there. It's at their Winchester on the downtown mall kind of thing.
Oh yeah, media days, media back to the media.
Something like that. Actually, I got the receipt right here for it. Back to the media. Yep, you had it right.
Yeah, that's Christian Hefner.
Yeah,
Eric
actually,
Hefner's nephew used to work there. I don't think he does anymore because I talked to the guy who runs it the last time I was down there, and he said that he moved back to Stanton.
yeah, because I ran into him up there.
Oh, that
At that shop. I sat there. I don't think it was that time. I think it was the time before I went, and I ran into him, and he looked at me and he was like, "You Stray? Hops Metal Show?" And I was like, "Yeah." And so he told me who he was. Then I didn't recognize him, but
yeah, we saw Eric down at Blacktop Mojo show.
well, then he was at the son was at the Kick show, wasn't he? Didn't we see him? I thought we saw him at one of the shows.
We saw him at Tally Ho. It may have been Wasp show.
All right, maybe. I was thinking it was like one of the Kick shows we saw.
Well, Kick show we saw. That was Mike Hardesty's son.
Yeah, that's who it was. Him.
Shirky, because he went with me and Mike down to see Breaker Benjamin and Stain, which Stain was freaking awesome, by the way. So was Breaker Benjamin. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and show this one. Old Faster Pussycat first album. Pussycat. Yeah, that's what I remember. You remember that they played that in Record Corner?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, this is a great album. Man, it's like the Cat House actually come out of all this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if the Cat House might have been.
I guess it kind of came out about the same time they were starting to get big or something. I can't remember. It was like the timeline is all kind of right there together. But
yeah, and I guess Ricky Rackman's, he didn't play a part in that CD, but that, him and Taney were roommates, and they had the Cat House and all that stuff.
These are the ones that really disappointed you. Yeah. It was like,
really
nothing there.
Yeah,
but considering, shit, 87. I couldn't get my eyes to focus in on that.
Well, and you figure that was, man, that was.
I mean, you got the song Cat House on there, and then you got Bathroom Wall. I'm sure there was a lot of Bathroom Wall names at the Cat House.
Yeah. I don't know. It's cool listening to Ricky Rackman when he was talking about, told them Cat House stories.
Yeah. Because he's kind of not put any more of that out, has he?
I haven't seen.
Because he was talking about he had some more stuff, but he was doing another podcast too, and then he kind of did more on that, and then never really came back and did.
When he did that, he did them shows where he stood and talked stories of Tales of the Cat House or something like that, which was pretty good. Yeah, that's great album. I've always said it's so raw.
Yeah, oh yeah,
and in your face and energy and everything.
Well, it's just like
that describes
the first Guns N' Roses and Appetite.
That's a
lot of stuff that came out right around that time. I mean, for that genre of music, I mean, it was raw.
Yeah. And I always thought they had a cool logo too. That cat with the do rag, and I always thought that was badass. But all
right, well,
anyway, there's just some Faster Pussycat.
I'll go. I can't remember which one came out, but we'll go with this.
Oh, there we go.
Pan-fucking-Terra. I Am the Night. This was the glam era. Pantera. Boy, that cover really baggy on there. A lot of people don't know about this, but you got Rex Rocker, Diamond Darrell, Vinnie Paul, and Terrence Lee. So
that's some with
1985.
It's got Blaze, ain't it? Dude just ended up going to he ended up singing for crap.
Well, this has got Terrence Lee.
Oh, it's not who I'm thinking of then. Who's the guy who's the one Phil took his place?
Well, I thought Terrence was. Well, here. Let's look at this one. Yeah, Terrence Lee's on this one too.
Well,
So I bought both of these the same day from the same store. Projects in the Jungle. So this one don't have a date on it. I think this one came out first. I think this one came out first, and then this one came out, and then
well, how many?
I know there's 4 before Cowboys from Hell came out, and Phil was on. I know he was on the one right before the album called Power Metal, but I want to say he was on the one before that one too. The Power Metal got away. It still had like a little bit of that glam sound, but it was. You can, when you listen, if you hear that, if you never heard it, go back and listen to that one. I don't know if it's on. I doubt it's on Spotify, but if you go listen to that and then you listen to Cowboys from Hell, you can see that transition, how close it is. But yeah, I saw these were like re-releases, and I'm like,
yeah, they look pretty in good shape to be.
yeah. I like this one was $34, and then this one was $33. I was like, I'm not letting.
Who's Terry Glaze?
Terry Glaze. Maybe he was on the third one then.
This says 81 to 86. And then Phil Anselmo.
Well, maybe Terrence Lee is Terry Glaze. Maybe it was Terrence Lee Glaze. Maybe, I don't know. Yeah, but these definitely have that glam era sound. When most people hear Pantera, they don't. A lot of people don't even know about these, but there was actually 4 albums out before.
Yeah, I didn't know. I don't know if I knew about. I don't know if I knew about these two.
I never even opened these up. I was just giddy. I had to go buy them.
But they even got like the. I wonder if that's even.
Oh, this is actually white. It says white on the sticker on the. It's actually white vinyl.
I wonder if that address still exists.
Look at that.
Rapper Boulevard, Arlington, Texas. Care of Metal Magic Management.
Yep, Metal Magic. Because Diamond Vinny's dad.
He produced these, didn't he?
He produced them.
Produced by Eld N. The Eld N. Is that what yours? That say produced by?
I was looking to see if it was on the vinyl. Yeah, Eld N. The Eldon and Pantera. Oh, right here says Diamond Daryl, Glazed, and Rest Music. So maybe it's Terrence Glaze.
Well, I remember I can't remember the name of the damn band. He was in a hair band in the 80s.
Yeah, I can't remember it. I listened to it one time and I didn't care much for it, but shit, I'll never get this back in here again.
Right. Might just have to toss
I'm saving
her
that
over.
for another rainy day. I want to look at this one because I wonder if this is blue vinyl.
To say,
well, it's got a blue sticker, and that one had white, but it says white on it. Put that over there. I believe it is blue. Ooh, that's a pretty color too.
It's like a teal blue.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I just bought these thinking they were black vinyl. I didn't even pay attention that it had colored vinyl.
Yeah, that was like talking when we talked to the guy from Kicking Valentina. He said that they probably sell more vinyl than they do CDs.
Well, I mean, not most people don't have CD players and they'd much rather collect vinyl. So I mean, shit for me, I'm still buying CDs. I buy anything that I see that cassettes,
well,
vinyl, whatever.
Physical copies, because well, plus the band's getting some money.
Yeah.
Especially nowadays, the record companies aren't getting.
Yeah, which like these, I don't know. These are probably some ripoff. I'm sure these are
bootlegs.
Yeah, because they're not making any money off of this. I can guarantee you that. But yeah, I seen these one time, and I'm assuming they might have actually been originals. Remember we went to that. Wes was with us. We went to that record fair thing something up close to DC, and I remember seeing those up on the wall. I don't know if they had all of them, but I remember seeing a couple, and I was like, during that time, I wasn't in the Pantera as much during that time, so I didn't know what it was. But thinking back on it, I was like, man.
Yeah, God, it's hard to tell how much they were.
Because I think Wes had bought GNR Lies. Can't remember, because I bought Appetite and he bought Lies, or it was vice versa, and they were gold CDs.
I remember them.
And then Wes was like, you just give me the money for it, and I don't want it. So I gave you money for it, and so I ended up with both of them. But I still have them, but they're boxed up. But those were pretty cool.
All right, so my last one is Rat. I wonder what had a sticker on here. I wonder if that was the actual price. That's the Detonator. Boy, that took me a while to find on vinyl.
Yeah, I can't read. I don't know what dollar. It's like $1.17 or something. I can't read it, but old Detonator.
They were still on your prime, I guess.
Yeah, I guess
that was probably the tail end of it.
Yeah, I was gonna say that it probably wasn't much longer after this that shit went south.
Yeah, I think they got an awesome catalog. They got 4 or 5 really solid albums leading up to that album.
Shame, shame, shame.
Is that got Loving You's Dirty Job? Is that on there?
That's right after Shame, Shame, Shame.
Yeah, this
Give yourself away, Hard Time, One Step Away, Scratch That Itch. Yeah, this is probably, it's got some good stuff on it. It's probably not my favorite, but definitely not a bad album.
I think they missed out on Giving Yourself Away. I'm surprised they didn't. That song didn't make it big. That should have been their big ballad. But this, ain't none of these
during that time, probably around this era, the record companies were just like, that's what, 1990, so shit was starting to go the opposite direction.
Yeah, Kurt Cobain was about ready to take over.
Mm-hmm.
And shift. Boy, that music shifted hard.
Right turn, Clyde.
Yep. But I guess let us know what you thought of this stuff, and if you had any of these albums, or have any of these albums, or don't like any of these albums, or if you enjoyed the show, let us know.
Yeah, definitely. If you had memories about any of this stuff, throw them down there in comments. We always enjoy hearing that kind of stuff too, so it's always good to hear what
feedback.
People, what people were doing, and when they bought that album, or if they had a special friend or something that brought back memories for somebody, or something that somebody else enjoyed a lot that was a friend of theirs or something. Just, it's always something good that comes out of music. So
and it's like they say sometimes you wish you could have a time traveler.
Mm-hmm.
Well, right here's your time traveler.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
This stuff will, this stuff will take you back and remember. You can remember what you was doing when you was listening to that, and that's just pretty amazing.
Yeah, I don't have the memory that I used to have, but there are certain things that just It's just like the GNR Lives. I remember going in and buying that shirt.
Yeah. Well, you talk about buying them CDs,
Mm-hmm.
and then end up buying Off West. Like you
Yeah.
probably remember it like it was yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you want to roll on out of here?
Let's do it.
Till
We'll
next
roll on to the
time.
next one.
Stay safe, stay strong. See ya.
Peace.